I want to tell you about a pretty funny story that's just broken here in Sydney, and really, I think, has it all and in some ways says it all. Yes, this story contains people in Sydney's eastern suburbs. It's got NIMBYs, it's got climate change, and it's got giant puppets. Yeah, so anyway, the story goes something like this. Apparently, here in Sydney, a Sydney arts company wanted to put on a giant puppet show in Paddington. Now, Paddington is a very fashionable suburb in Sydney's east, full of beautiful Victorian terrace houses and lots of beautiful shops and boutiques and things of that sort. It's the sort of place that we in the newspaper business call a leafy suburb. Now, that's the problem, and I wonder if you can see where I'm going with this here. This puppet show, well, you'd think this was going to get over the line because it was going to be all about, you guessed it, climate change. But even this was going to be too much for the residents of Paddo. The locals there are apparently afraid that the puppet show will have noise impacts, rowdy crowds, because of course you know those Greta Thunberg types, as well as light pollution and even draw crime to the area. Now, according to the Sydney Morning Herald, which has broken the story, one resident argued the proposal could lead to severe impacts on surrounding residents due to excessive noise, both from crowds and performances. This proposal is excessive in the extreme, this person wrote to the council. Well, this is kind of funny to me here because, of course, Anthony Albanese right now is over in China, and the excuse for this trip is to promote Chinese tourism to Australia. But with this sort of thing happening in the city that's supposed to be the capital, the entertainment capital, the fun capital of Australia, what sort of message are we sending here with this sort of thing? I mean, I'm all for protecting historic areas, and I frankly think the Yimbys, you've heard a lot about them, have never seen a nice house they didn't want to bulldoze for shoebox apartments. But at the same time, we got to get some life into the joint, even if it is just some sort of weird climate change puppet show. This is an Australia-wide problem, and you know what? We have got to lighten up, people.